Oh, sorry. Good morning, you patient, gentle grandfather clock. You thought that was going to be a clip of my clock, didn't you? We had a fun outing with our youth group last night, and the question came up, what do I do when I'm angry at my parents? Jeff made a good distinction at first about being angry because a boundary has been crossed versus being angry about, like, a preference being different and kind of having to go with your parents on that because it's their house, you're their child, etc. And then we talked about how to deal with your anger in the moment, like taking deep breaths, and if you feel safe enough to do so, expressing, hey, I'm feeling really angry right now, give me a second, or even like putting the conversation on pause until you aren't as angry anymore. Those are all valid options. I sort of offhandedly mentioned that these sorts of conflicts don't go away just because you become an adult. Like, yeah, you're out of your parents' house and you don't have to deal with those conflicts of preferences anymore, but you might have a roommate or a spouse or definitely a boss or a friend. It's gonna come up again. And another adult piped up and was like, yes, it gets worse. I just think there are so few things that are actually unique to the teenage experience. I know some teens, and I was the sort of teen who would downplay things for adults because I'd learned that they were just gonna respond, well, you're just being dramatic, or it's just because you're a teenager, or just wait until you're older, it gets so much worse. It's not a great thing to be told when you're upset. And sure, there's definitely wisdom in having the perspective of this too shall pass, but setting a precedent for downplaying your emotion is a dangerous habit, and it's not going to help you when you're an adult. So here's a challenge for you if you're a teen. Do your best to start learning how to express what you're feeling honestly, rather than getting swept away in the reaction to the feeling. And here's a challenge if you're an adult. Do your best not to downplay what anyone is feeling, whether or not they're a teenager. Try to set aside the feeling of, I wish this teenager's problem was the biggest problem I had, or worse, this teenager's emotions are inconvenient for me, so I'm going to shut them down. It's a team effort to learn how to handle emotions. We gotta do better. I hope you're well, you matter, God loves you. Loopy, do you want to say goodbye? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. 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 Lavender's blue, dilly dilly, lavender's green. When I am king, dilly dilly, you shall